there's a conversation about how 2xKO's neutral is. And if you've not been to the subreddit, there's a million threads about Backdash. And it's just, I don't enjoy this meta. Everyone's just Backdash. The dominant strat is Backdash, call assist. Backdash spamming meta. Backdash meta is just sad. Spamming Backdash, waiting for assist, and still losing is crazy. This game's a joke because you can Backdash and then call assist. What's going on? In fighting games and in general, just throwing yourself mindlessly at the other person is probably like not a very consistent strategy. Basically, everybody starts the match. They backdash to full screen because they don't want to die. They use their assist because they give you coverage. They open up things by throwing projectiles. It's a versus game, and like using your assist to approach is a pretty common strategy. One thing I've noticed is a lot of players backdash to full screen and then just do their assists for no reason because they've seen a lot of top players do it. Just backdash to full screen and call their strike assist when I'm like 3/4 of the screen away and it's nowhere close to hitting me. You don't even know what's going on here. It's like when people in Street Fighter just like walk back and forth like this, and they don't really know why. They're just like, all right, well, everybody else does this, so now I gotta like back up and do this. I gotta copy that, right? It's time to do the little wiggle. Backdashing to full screen and using your assist is a pretty common thing in versus games. Like if you watch Marvel, it's a lot of like people backdash or whatever to full screen, and then they stab forward with them plus an assist. When their assist goes on cooldown, they usually back up again and wait for their assist so that the assist can come out, approach again behind the assist. Your normals are huge, your specials, your projectiles. You can put all this stuff on the screen for people to get hit by when they run in. So having an assist helps you navigate through all of that and then not just get like smoked. In other fighting games right now, the feeling of the game is the opposite of this. Like so many people are like, dude, this fighting game sucks because everybody just runs at you and kills you. You turn green in Street Fighter, you run at people, you kill them. You play Tekken, everybody's just doing strings and there's no stepping, and like you just pop heat and then chip damage and you kill him. Why won't they make games where I can play neutral and like I can outplay my opponent and I can use my movement and stuff? I just get run at and I can't play footsies. Now this game is the opposite, right? It's like everybody just runs away. They just call their assist. They just spam their backdash. They just run away the whole time. 2x KO, more like 20x backdash, 10x assist. How do I counter this backdash meta? I'm gonna say some shit and it's gonna change your fucking life. If they're backdashing, you forward dash. Let me show you something. If you've ever played Street Fighter, you've probably seen what I'm about to show you. And then I'll show you 2x KO as an example. This is what your opponent is doing. See this? It would be better if it's a 2x KO example. Okay, when I said I'm gonna show you an example in Street Fighter to help make a comparison and then show you in 2x KO, what I meant was I'm gonna show you an example in Street Fighter and then afterwards I'm gonna give you a comparison that will be in 2x KO. And there's an important reason why I'm showing this example first. It's because many of the people playing 2x KO and struggling with this concept, they are not versus game players. So what happens when you corner them? They do this. In Street Fighter, it's pretty straightforward to like show you this example on paper. But when you're fighting a Ken player, they do this and they're holding up back, and then they do this and they bait your throw by neutral jumping. You just die, and then they do this and then they throw fireball, and then they just do like a surprise random forward jump and sweep, and then they jump back in again, right? The way you beat players like this is you block, you walk, and you block, and you walk, and you block, and you walk, and you block. And then when they jump at you, you anti-air them, or if they do the sweep on block, then you punish the sweep. It's the same thing as what people who are backdashing in 2x KO are doing. Your opponent is scared, and they're too scared to try to play neutral with you on the ground. Rather than trying to fight you, they're not even gonna pretend. And in this game, you run into the example in all of the posts was the same. I'll pick two big men, because if I show the example with another character, people will say I'm cheating. This is the team everybody complained about in all the posts. It's some real, and if you close your eyes shit, just backdashing like this, right? The answer to this is you just dash and you take the space until they don't have space to give. So you just chase them. And the stage is not that big. I mean, like, do you see how long it took me to get across it? And they're gonna do one of two things. They're either gonna jump towards you or call an assist. Sometimes both. You dash walk towards them until they have no space, and then when their assist comes out, you either hit their assist, which puts their assist on a cooldown, or like you let them whiff or whatever. And then now that their assist is down for 3 seconds, your assist is a resource, right? You basically just have a resource advantage. They do their assist, you hit the assist, you run in and call your assist, And then now you're doing, you know, pressure in the corner and you have assist advantage and whatever, right? Like this is your opportunity to play the game. This is the basics of what you're doing. But it's not a meta. It's just people playing defensively. You call your assist, and if somebody tries to hit your assist, then you cover your assist. What else would you do to play defensive and not just risk your whole life in every interaction besides being defensive and then using your assist to approach? No matter how backdashing works or how fast it is, no matter how strong or weak projectiles are, no matter how strong or weak zoning characters are, like defensive characters are, you are gonna see this, because this is like the cornerstone of how versus game neutral works. This is how people make their way in. Or like, you know, you air stall and then you cover it like that, right? So you're putting yourself in a position where you can cover some kind of space, you know, and then you call your assist to cover a space that you're not covering, right? And then you do things like this to like get your other character to move in or whatever. And the way they work is if you spend your assist first, you're down a resource. And because you're down a resource, the other character can go in and like take advantage and do so. So Super Nude made a tweet, and I love the way he described this. It's really funny. Modern fighting game design has poisoned so many people's brains to expect constant fighting and running each other down in neutral. Y'all will be free from the shackles of car crash neutral, I promise. So I actually don't think backdashes or assists are the reason that defensive play is strong in the game overall. I think the bigger problem is the game has very powerful up back. The game has really powerful projectiles in the air. Being able to handshake tag instantly and being zero post flash means that it's really hard to like position yourself or play around them when there's so many things on the screen and then they stay for so long. By the time you like navigate around them, then the assist is back up. Those slow the pace of the game down much more than backdashes or assists. Because I don't know if you guys have ever played this game much, but have you tried running from Vi, or tried running from like Alawi, or tried running from like characters who have like anti-projectile stuff and just pull up on you? Yo, you get run at and you die in this game. Vi's jab is like half screen. She has a command dash that goes through all projectiles and she can call an assist behind and sandwich you with. And she has a dash punch that beats all grounded projectiles and just goes through everything. You can't get away from her. Like lots of the characters in the game, it's so hard to get away from them, even with these options. Fury just runs you down if you are trying to backdash, and like so many of the characters can chase your backdashes and catch you at the end of the stage pretty easily. The thing that slows the pace of the game down more is like super tag and then like air projectiles and options that are really strong. And I think the real thing is whatever is powerful, people will be upset about. If they nerf all of the zoning and defensive options, and then the best team in the game is Alawi Darius running up to you, putting huge hitboxes on the screen that you can't deal with. On block, they're just making you die to chip damage or like bullying you. Big flappy cartoon T-bone stakes just slamming into each other. People will be mad at that. They'd be like, dude, I can't do anything. These big brutes are just running at me mashing. People will always be mad about whatever is popular in the game. Right now, the zoning characters are good. Like Jinx was really strong in the first game of the game. I think Jinx is still quite good actually, but she's just replaced, right, by Teemo now. And Teemo's really strong. He's God with super tag, and even if they nerf super tag, I still think he's probably the best character. And most of the Teemo players are terrible. Like most of the people I fight with Teemo literally only know how to do super tag, which is crazy to me because I don't play double down with him. So I don't super tag. I basically never use his dart super in neutral because I'm always using the other stuff. And like when I play against these fucking super tag Teemo players, I'm like, bro, you don't even know what your character does. When people realize how ridiculous his neutral and fucking damage and confirms are, they're gonna freak out. Like the character is insane. Super tag is holding their brains back from doing all the really cheap stuff with the character, which is crazy to think about. But like backdashing and calling an assist, people will do that no matter what the character's kits are. What else would you do in a versus game besides use your movement to move yourself away from your opponent, then use your movement to move yourself towards your opponent and call an assist to then see like, oh, is it gonna hit or not? Can I combo off this, etc.